अटेंडेंस प्लीज अभी मत डालो. There is no need अभी. I'll ask when to put the attendance. जल्दी क्या है? Good number of people are here. I'm audible, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So today we have our last class, our last counseling session, and we are going to end our trip around the syllabus today. Bits and pieces are left. Finance ka little bit portion is left. Okay. Hello. And good to know. Especially the weather is so good, so definitely आज सबका mood extra अच्छा होगा. Respite from the Delhi heat. Yeah. So okay, let us start. Good number of people are here. Uh, I'm going to start the recording and then present my screen. How many of you are planning to appear for the exams in June? Yes, Shiv, do you have a question? Okay, you are. All right. The recording has started, and I'm just going to share my screen. And start. Anything till now you want to ask something? Whatever we have covered so far. Attendance. Abhi mat chhodiye. Don't leave the attendance. When I will tell you to leave the attendance, then you leave the attendance. Because I won't consider this attendance right now. Okay? And don't exit and try to join 1 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hour later. I won't accept. All right. So let us begin. We were on the third unit and we were discussing stock exchanges. Okay. Stock exchange is nothing but a secondary market for your already sold shares through the IPOs. Oh, by the way, today I got a mail from Kotak Bank, okay, and they are basically in collaboration with LIC, are doing an IPO. Okay, yeah. LIC IPO, right. Yeah, about that. So this is a new class of shares. It's not like that LIC or Kotak Bank, for that matter, are raising. Okay, I'm gonna close my camera. It is not like this LIC and your Kotak Bank are, getting into an IPO for the first time. It is just that it's a different class of shares. Okay, not every time the same class is there. Some kind of a different kind of a product they come up with, and that's how they go for it. So yeah, so something like this. I don't know how to show this to you guys. Maybe I could, okay, through my camera maybe. I don't know if it's visible or not. These are basically uh, the terms and conditions. Like the issue will open on May 4th, closes on May 9th. Okay, so they are raising how much money? They're raising 20,000 crores, 20,557.23 crores of rupees to this IPO. So you just understand the gamut of how much money they can raise through IPOs. Does it is mandatory to have a policy with LIC to invest? I don't think so. I don't think so. You need to read the this red herring prospectus that they are coming up with, and once you read it, you would be knowing how not. But I don't think so. You need to be like that. Invest in LIC. It's just that you're buying the shares. Okay. Okay. Another thing that is mentioned along with the IPO is the FPO. अब ये क्या होता है? What is FPO? So guys, I told you about the different type of shares yesterday, and one of the type of shares was the right issue. Okay, the right issue was what? That you have a right to buy the shares whenever a new class of shares or whenever the company is offering its shares to the public. They ask you, the existing shareholders, that okay, if you wanna buy uh, the shares, you can buy, and we are going to give you a discount. We're going to give you a good discount. Okay, but then there is a thing called FPO, that is a follow-up public offering. Okay, that is a follow-up public offering, and this FPO, how it differs from your right issue, because you will say that follow-up public offering, okay, it means that okay, you are offering more shares to the public, additional shares to the public, right? But then it is different from right issue, because right issue first is offered to the existing shareholders. Okay, they are doing both things. These this LIC, Kotak Bank, they are doing both things. They are going for FPOs as well. So initially they'll be releasing number of shares, and then they'll be offering additional shares. So how it is different? It is different because they are like so this FPO is made available to all. These additional shares can be taken up by all. So राइट इशू में क्या होता है? राइट इशू में पहले आप एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स से बात करते हो, बट यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं होगा. एवरीवन कैन टेक अप द शेयर. सो दैट इज अ फॉलो अप पब्लिक ऑफर. ओके. So if you want, I can like on the like whatever the mail that I got, you can read it if you are interested into like about how this FPO is done. Go into deep and stuff like that. They even have a video of the same. Okay, so the IPOs keep coming, right? And the market situation, the how the share performs, will depend. The price of the share will go up or down like that. Okay, we'll discuss how we do that. Okay, but let us get back to what we were doing. We had discussed this functions of stock exchanges, primary and secondary. Important question it is. Now let us understand how do you do trading on stock exchange. First of all, guys, remember this thing. I told you about this yesterday as well. That in order to do trade on stock exchange, first of all you need to be a member. All right, and if you are a non-member, no problem, because these members, the members who are there in the stock exchange, will help you to trade. Okay, they will be your brokers. All right. So first and foremost is you need to be a member of the stock exchange. All right. And suppose that you want to buy. Similarly, someone would want to sell. Okay. So the person selling will also contact a broker. The person buying will also contact a broker. So these broker will take your order. You will say, I have this budget and I'm looking for this kind of shares. I want to invest. I want this kind of money. I'm ready to take risk. I'm till like limited risk, or you want to go for like all in, being a risk lover. So accordingly, you will tell your broker. So this broker will also can help you in deciding on what kind of this what kind of shares you can buy. Like, let's say you go on a shop and you ask, okay, or a restaurant. When you go on a restaurant, you ask the waiter, okay, what is the specialty? What is the like the signature dish of this restaurant? So that person can suggest you. So similarly, the broker also suggests you that, sir, this is what is going good in the market, because of course that person is a broker, so he would have knowledge of the trends. Okay, the sensitivity index and all that, he would know. So he can also suggest you. Of course, it's up to you want to go ahead with those shares or not. So once you say, okay, I want to buy shares, so this person, this broker, calls an authorized clerk, an authorized person who is actually sitting in the stock exchange, the floor of the stock exchange. Okay, so this person will tell, ki, okay, I got you. You want shares? Fine. Wait now. So this authorized clerk will now contact the broker or the authorized clerk of the person who is willing to sell, because whatever shares you want, someone would be selling it as well. So then you go do a good negotiation, reach out a price, and then you write that, okay, now this is sold. So this book in which the broker writes is known as Hindi mein Sauda Bahi. Okay, this is a book in which basically they write. I don't know. I mean, have you seen that movie, The Wolf of Wall Street? The Wolf of Wall Street is like one of the
Yes, ma'am.
best movies like I've ever seen. What a movie they made! And similarly, if we talk about Indian media, this is scam 1997, 19, but I'm not able to recall the year. That Harshad Mehta ka the scam that came. So it also, yeah,
1992.
1999, yeah. So it also showed all that how a stock exchange actually works. Okay. So this broker will write down whatever price you have negotiated and reached at, and then you will be at the end of the day reconciling all the purchases. Okay, what is the settlement day? Settlement day is actually the day on which you will receive the shares and do the payment. That is the settlement date. Settlement day. Okay. It is a settlement day. क्या होता है? It can be like any day of the week. Usually Saturdays को भी कर सकते हो, Wednesday. It's like whenever you want to settle your this transaction. And as the case may be, you can postpone the settlement as well. I will tell you why do we postpone it, but understand what a settlement date is. Settlement day is the day on which you will be actually receiving the shares and doing the payment. Okay. So this contract note that the broker prepares for you will have all the details of the shares, the price of the shares and everything. Okay. That is how you basically deal in a stock exchange. Remember, stock exchange only deals with listed companies. And I've told you why listing is important. But you, along with that, why it is important, first of all, you will, be having some like faith that, okay, the stock exchange has got them listed. So some genuinity of the companies will be there. But remember this thing, along with this, stock exchange also says that being an investor, you should be prudent enough. You should be having some brains before investing in a company. Do your own research as well, because when a company gets listed on a stock exchange, definitely proper rules and regulations are being followed, and they say that they have complied to all those rules and regulations. But some changes can be done thereafter. Once you have registered, after the changes also some changes can be done. All right. So listing is definitely gives you the confidence, but then listing will not make sure that whichever company you are investing in, okay, so this company will always do good. This company, the shares of the company will always do good. I will get so much dividend, so much return. No, that is a complete risk that you are that is a complete financial risk that you're assuming. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. That listing has benefits, but then what happens to the company after it? Whether it is profitable or it is incurring losses, that stock exchange does not take any responsibility of. I hope you're getting the point. Company is genuine. That will definitely the because the monitoring authorities and everything will make sure. But then if the company is profitable, actually earning money for you, this is the risk that you assume. Okay, so when you write about listing, you have to like write both things. That while listing is important, but along with being listed, you also have to keep in mind that stock exchange are not responsible to guide you in a way which company you should invest in, which company you should not invest. It is your decision. Okay. All right. So as I said, that only the listed companies are to be, dealt with on a stock exchange. But what about the companies that are not listed? What happens to them? They don't do all these things? Of course they do. So for them, it's a different kind of a market called the OTC market. That's over the counter market. Okay. So these people are basically sitting somewhere else, not in a stock exchange, and doing the same or more or same thing. Okay. But the companies there are unlisted companies. All right. So let us discuss some types of dealings. So you have a spot delivery contract. A spot delivery contract is nothing but a contract. The settlement date is on the same day, meaning you pay up, you get your your shares, your securities, either on the same day or the following day. Okay, but it is not usually done nowadays. You have then ready delivery, like, okay, the settlement date will not be the same day. Okay, it is to be taken within 12 days. You can't postpone the settlement date. I hope settlement date is clear. Settlement date is the date, the day on which you actually pay and get the shares. All right, but sometimes, because you want to be a speculator or an arbitrager, you want to make profit out of these dealings, you wait. So that is why sometimes you postpone the delivery. नहीं मैं आज नहीं बेच रहा हूँ. I'm not gonna sell today. I'll sell on the next settlement date. You give me the money on the next settlement date. Okay, this thing happens. So ready delivery mein what is happening? Within 12 days from the date of transaction, you are doing it, and settlement date can be postponed. Sorry, no postpone. Here, no, you can't. Not in ready delivery. You can do it in forward delivery. Forward delivery contracts. Okay, what is happening over here? That you are now postponing it to the next settlement date. Okay, see, the rationale is pretty simple. Why we are doing it? Suppose you are a speculator, okay, and you are predicting that, okay, if I buy a share of rupees 100 today, in coming 1 week or 2 weeks, the price of the share will rise. You are anticipating it. Okay, you are anticipating it. So once you know that the price of the share will increase and I can make a profit out of it, you will wait. You will say, nahi, aaj nahi, let's do it on the next settlement. Let my prediction come true. Of course, it's a kind of a financial risk that you are taking. It's definitely a risk. But then the people who do trading, they are experts. Some are learning, some are already so learned, so they know how the market works. Sometimes artificial demand is created. Right? I don't know if you remember the scene from the scam where this Harshad Mehta goes and talks to some company ka people, and they create artificial demand. And how it is usually done? You select one type of share whose price is okayish. You start buying it. Buy aggressively buy. People around you will say, "What is happening? This company ko to no one even knew about, and see today people are going crazy for these shares. Kya ho raha hai? What is happening?" So they also start wanting the shares as well. So that is basically creation of artificial demand to shoot up the prices of the share prematurely. Okay, so all these things, these practices are being done, of course, and that is why some arbitrageurs, speculators, these people who are knowledgeable enough, they postpone the date. Of course, when you do postpone the date, you have to pay charges. Now, these charges for postponement of the settlement day are called as badla charges, because you are badla the date. You are आप date बदल रहे हो ना, so they are known as badla charges. Okay, they are known as badla charges, as the case may be. If the market is your bull market or long market, the postponement, these badla charges are known as contango. Just the name difference. Okay, the thing is same, that you are anticipating rise in price. Similarly, when you expect that the prices will fall, Okay, and you postpone the date. That is known as backwardation. So I am pretty sure you must have heard bull market, bear market, long and short market. Yeah. So these are the basic terminologies that is used in trading. So bull market, a bull is someone who basically is an expert who knows that okay, the prices will rise. The bull is always in anticipation of price rise. Okay, the bull is always in anticipation of price rise. That okay, the price will rise in the future. I'm gonna make money out of it. Similarly, a bull is a market as well, where everyone is earning good. There's prosperity in the country. The economic development is happening. You know, everyone is earning money. So that is a good, prosperous phase of the market. That is a bull market. Similarly, the bear market. The bear market, basically, they anticipate that the price will be lower. That the price will be lower. Now, when will you gain with the lower price? You will gain with the lower price when you're buying. Okay, and when will you gain with the price rise? When you're selling. That is how you gain out of it. Okay, and if you like go for the next settlement date, badla charges are contango in case of bull, and backwardation in case of bear market. Now stag is a person who basically deals with new issue of shares. Okay, the company is coming up with new issue of shares. So what is happening here? He's a very smart person. What he does, that again he's anticipating that whatever shares I'm buying right now, the prices of these shares will be rising in the future. Okay, so he only pays the allotment money. I told you guys that when you buy shares, there are different stages in which the money is asked. एकदम से पैसे नहीं मांगे जाते. They ask the money in stages as and when required. इसमें two stages are compulsory, which is application money, like you fill the form and you tell them okay, I want to buy these shares, and the allotment money, when the shares are actually allotted to you, the shares are actually sold to you. Allotment is selling of the shares. Okay, and then as and when required, they call for money. That is why it is called call money, right? So the people who have done accounts would definitely know what I'm talking about, and those who haven't, just understand this thing that there are stages at which the money is asked. If a 10 rupee share is there, 2 rupee application money, it can be 5 rupees as well. It depends. Okay? What is the denomination the company is going for? So 2 rupees allotment application money, 2 rupees allotment money, 6 rupees is left. These 6 rupees will be called as and when required. This is the unpaid part of the share. Paid up part is जो आपने pay कर दिया. Whatever you have paid, that is the paid up part. Okay? So what this tag person does, this person applies for shares. Application money this person pays. Okay? But then he wants to sell these shares at a premium because anticipating it. He anticipates that okay, the prices will rise in the future. And he has not yet paid the allotment money. Okay? So he applies for a good big allotment. Right? He asks for big allotment. And when the prices rise, he does not take the share but sell it off at a premium. Similarly, if he's anticipating a rise in prices, but the price do not rise, so he has to now sell off the shares at a discount or wait, let the market get better and then sell. Okay? Contango I've already told. Contango is backwardation is already done. Okay, come dividend and ex dividend. See guys, dividend, you know what dividend is. Dividend is basically the reward for the risk taking by the equity shareholders, the owners of the company. All right, these people assume a lot of risk because they are the people who are basically running the company. So maximum risk is taken by them. So their reward is dividend. Why you are investing in shares? Because you get dividend. You want to earn from there. That is why you are investing in shares, right? That is the rationale of it, why you're doing it. So what happens is that when a share price is quoted come dividend, it simply means that dividend is included in the share price. Okay? Dividend is included in the share price. Why is this happening? See, when you sell the shares, okay? Earlier there used to be proper paper based share certificates. जैसे एफडी होती है, if you have seen an FD, एफडी के पीछे they keep on renewing it, cancelling it, renewing it, cancelling it, इतना बड़ा वो होता है, there's like space to write. Similarly, share certificate के पीछे भी used to be space to write. So when a person buys shares, this person's name is written on the share certificate and also in the books of the company. Okay, also in the books of the company, meaning that the company knows that Mr. A, Miss C has bought shares from us. Okay, they have bought shares from us. The name is written. Now, what happens when you sell the shares? When you sell the shares, the name of Mr. A will be cut and Mrs. B will be written, whatever. Okay, so whoever is the owner of those shares will get the dividend. Okay, that person will get the dividend. So that is why sometimes when you sell the shares, who is getting the shares now is the actual owner of the shares and should get the dividend. So that is why the price quoted in such cases is cum dividend. Okay, meaning including the dividend. And similarly, ex dividend means that the share price does not has any right to dividend. There is no dividend included in the share price. This is generally done when the year is ended, closing of the books. Okay, that is a cum dividend and ex dividend. Then you have cornering. Cornering. See, cornering is a market situation where one person, is able to gather by majority of the shares of a particular company. Okay, this person is able to purchase maximum all of the shares. So this is basically an aggressive move. He either wants to take over the company, so this is a very kind of a situation where you can't do anything. You are absolutely hand tied. Okay, so cornering is a situation when the entire supply, the entire stock of market, this securities is held by one person or a group of persons. Okay, margin trading. Okay, so guys, what happens is that I want to buy shares. Okay, I call my broker. I tell him buy 1,000 shares of ABC Limited. Okay, buy 1,000 shares of ABC Limited. Now this person will definitely my broker, he will be looking for those shares. Okay, 1,000 shares of ABC Limited. Let me see. He will be taking all the decisions, going spending his time trying to negotiate with different brokers. Look, he will be start working on my request. Now my mood changes. Okay, I call this person and say no, don't buy. So what happens is that there can be loss to the broker because by that time the broker might have bought the shares. Okay, the broker might have bought the shares. So this actually led to loss for the brokers a lot of time. Okay, it led to loss for the brokers a lot of time. So that is why the concept of margin trading started. What is margin? It is basically a percentage of the value of the shares. Say I said 1,000 shares for 100 each, so 1 lakh के share हो गए. So 1 lakh ka some percentage will be kept with the broker first handedly upfront. You have to pay up. So your margin account is created. Okay, your margin account is created, and then the broker says, because whatever loss he might have incurred during that transaction will be covered through that margin. That जिसको जैसे हम घर खरीदते हैं, कुछ खरीदते हैं, बयाना देते हैं ना, we give token money, kind of a token money you can say, just to protect the broker from the loss. And of course, whatever shares he would have bought, he will sell them and recover his money, whatever is gone. Okay. Then you have arbitrage. So guys, arbitrage, like speculation, is very what is happening here is that they are dealing with two or more markets. Okay, so this arbitrager, the person, will be buying stuff, securities or whatever from a market जहाँ पर price कम है, where the price is low. Okay, this person will be buying from the market where the price is low and will aim to sell it in a market where the price is high, thereby making profit. Okay, thereby making profit. अब मैं आपको एग्जांपल अगर दूं, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड्स है, से फॉर एग्जांपल आईफोन है, ठीक है, the iPhone is cheaper in the US than in India. Okay, so you might buy iPhone say for 1,25,000 from 80,000 or not 80,000, I think around 90,000, 1 lakh. The current iPhone is available at the highest denomination, highest features wala in US. You buy it from there, bring it to India and sell it. You will straight away at least gain 25 to 30,000 rupees if you are selling at the same price. Okay, so this is what the arbitrager does: buying it from one market, that the US, selling it to another market where the price is actually it's expensive, so people would want to buy. I hope this is clear. So this is arbitrage operations, and dollar is foreign exchange. May arbitrage is used a lot. You buy the foreign exchange where you buy the bullion where it's cheaper, and you sell it off in another market where it is expensive. So people do buy. Rigging the market is artificially forcing the price of the shares to go up. Like I gave you an example where you are, spreading rumors about any kind of a company and that the prices of this company might go up. So you start buying aggressively, and when you are buying, so everyone will think, oh, so this company has prospects. Let us buy as well. So this is called rigging the market, where you artificially increasing the price. Okay. Settlement date, I already told you that settlement date, what is settlement date, but yeah, for settlement date to be you being able to postpone the settlement date, you should be in the list A of the stock exchange. List A hoti hai, list B hai, I think list C hoti hai, right? You have these lists. Okay, these lists may, if you are included especially in list A, then you can postpone the settlement day, otherwise you can't. Blank transfer. Abhi, I explained it to you guys that whenever you are buying shares, your name is written on the share certificate and in the books of the company. But sometimes what happens is that I am a broker, all right. I'm someone who is buying the shares to sell them off. I'm buying the shares, okay, I'm buying it, but I will immediately sell them off. Okay. So meantime, I need not get my name written on the share certificate. That is a blank transfer when no name is written on the share certificate and it is sold. Understand this thing, because I'm buying it to sell it off. I'm not going to keep these shares with me. I'm buying these shares to sell it off. Not gonna keep them with me. Okay? That is a blank transfer where no name is written, it is left blank. List A, list B. Okay, no list. Okay. List A and B. Okay, so you have to be listed in these lists, so you become a listed company. List A postponement is allowed, list B postponement is not allowed. Jobber and your broker. So guys, in India we don't have a difference between both these terms. Okay, we don't have difference between a jobber and a broker. So broker, you know who is a broker. Broker is the member of the stock exchange. He will be dealing on your behalf, earning commission. Okay, he will be earning commission. This type of member is basically found in London Stock Exchange. Jobber, not broker. Broker is everywhere. So broker is one person who will act on your behalf, does not buy or sell on its own name. He will be buying or selling someone else's shares. That is a broker earning commission. But jobber is a person. He is an individual investor, independent dealer in a stock exchange, and this person will be selling or buying in his own name. All right, he does not deal with non-members. Non-members के साथ who is dealing? Your broker. If we talk about London Stock Exchange, but in Indian stock exchanges you don't have this difference. Unofficially, you can say a broker and a Taravani wala. Okay, they have this unofficial difference. Just a small note on this. Listing, I have already explained it to you guys. I'm not going to repeat it. Speculation, I have already told you what speculation is. Investment and speculation. Okay. So I told you guys who is a speculator. A speculator is a person who is anticipating either rise in prices or reduction in prices, and accordingly seeing the situation, the trends, being an expert in the field, knows the up and down of the volatility of the shares. He knows, he's an expert. So this person will see for an opportunity and accordingly buy or sell. Okay, and how it is different from an investment? Of course, it is a type of investment, but not all investments are done for speculation purposes. Okay, I want to invest just once, just to see how trading is done and stuff like that. So I am might not be a speculator, but I am an investor. A speculator is an investor and someone who is learned and knowledgeable. Okay, the investor might not have much knowledge. Speculator will have. Similarly, difference between speculation and gambling. Like I told you, that speculation is based on knowledge. This person is able to anticipate. But gambling is done on impulse. Gambling is impulsive. It is illegal. Speculation is allowed. Gambling is not. Okay. So these points you can read it out. All right. Factors affecting prices in a stock exchange. How are the prices in a stock exchange influenced? See, the thing is that if you have money with you, okay, if you have money with you, you want to buy shares. Okay, so if the interest rate is as such that is allowing you to take up loans, that is allowing you to take up loans at a good rate of interest, so you will take the your money from the banks. And when you take money from the banks, of course you would want to invest it somewhere. So if the interest rate is low, you will have more liquidity from the banks, and then you can invest in the in the company, in the shares of the companies in the stock exchange. So when you do that, buying, again the same thing is happening. The prices of the shares go down. Similarly, they go up and go down when you are selling them. Okay, and activities of financial institutions. Of course, if the financial institutions are buying on a large scale, see, the rationale for all these points is similar. We're talking about when the price of the stock exchange go up and when the price of the stock exchange go down. They will always go up when when you're buying a lot. Okay, when you're buying a lot, because what will happen? See, demand and supply is happening over here. The forces of demand and supply is applicable. What happens when you are buying a lot of things? The supply of those things will eventually decrease. I give you an example, like when COVID started, everyone frantically bought sanitizers. Okay, everyone frantically bought sanitizers, and what happened? Sanitizers were out of stock. Okay, and before going out of stock, what happened? People started trading those sanitizers in black. 50 rupees, 60 rupees, 90 rupees sanitizer was sold for 300, 400, 500 rupees, and people were buying. Okay, so similarly, the thing is happening. These are just the points that lead to that artificial increase in the demand that leads to increase in price. Because the demand is high, supply is low, so whatever shares are left in the market will be sold off costly. Simple ऐसे ही होता है ना, demand supply यही तो होती है. If you have lots of supply, आपको पता है अरे जब मर्जी जाके ले लो market से, you can go anytime buy. The demand will be okay, but okay sanitizers कम रह गए market में, people are buying them frantically, नहीं मिलेगा बाद में, so you will run and फटाफट you will go and buy them. So this is what is happening in the stock exchange as well. So it can be any of these points that is basically leading to increase in price, that is basically increasing the demand artificially, reducing the supply, so you buy. Okay, large scale institutions are doing the same thing. Then when you buy in bulk, again people will think why this company is buying, you will also buy, the prices will rise. Performance, if the performance of the company is good, so definitely you don't need to do anything. The investor will want to invest in your company. If he'll see that the past records, the past dividends, the past future, the past profits have been so good, this company is going up and up, so you will definitely buy the shares of that company. No one needs to tell you that. Okay, जैसे Bitcoin है, when Bitcoin came, it was so cheap. Now it is in like 30 lakh above, 32 lakh around right now. So this is nothing but your like क्या बोलेंगे इसको trial and error. तुक्का लग गया तो लग गया. You are like up like that. Business cycles. Prosperity चल रहा है, depression चल रहा है. Prosperity है, companies अच्छा काम कर रही हैं, you will buy. Prices will go up. Depression hai, people will sell it off, prices will go down. No one wants to buy in depression because you don't have money. But then again, I told you guys yesterday that the peculiar feature about Indian economy is that we save a lot. We save a lot. So हम depression से kind of बच जाते हैं. Shock absorber. Okay. Changes in board of directors. Changes in board of directors, political events, government policies. कुछ भी मार्केट में हल्की सी भी कुछ चीज होती है एकदम से सेंसिटिविटी इंडेक्स गिरता है हमारा एकदम से निफ्टी गिरता है ठीक है बिकॉज एवरीवन थिंक्स दैट टाइम कि भैया बस अब तो गए आप अपना बोरिया बिस्तरा बांधो और चलो ओके बिकॉज दे डोंट नो कि कंपनी को ये लोग आगे कैसे लेके जाएंगे बड़ा लाइक विल द कंपनी डू गुड what is the future of the company so I'd rather just sell the shares off and go because you have confidence in the old government you have confidence in the old board of directors but not new you don't know what they'll do okay sympathetic fluctuation is like agar ek stock exchange mein the prices are increasing so sympathetically different same class of share ka price in another stock exchange will also increase same class of shares सपोज LIC के शेयर है दिल्ली बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में उसके प्राइस बढ़ रहे हैं सिमिलरली व्हाट विल हैपन न्यू आपका ये NSE में आपका रीजनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस में भी प्राइस उसी सेम LIC के शेयर के बढ़ने लग जाएंगे द सेम क्लास ऑफ शेयर्स that is your sympathetic fluctuations okay and there can be mysterious reasons like your output is like bad the electricity is not there so in that regard also the stock exchange prices can be guys this is almost the same points that we have discussed above just a you know compilation so just let me see okay advantages from the company's point of view okay so you need to bifurcate it okay so when you write advantage disadvantage of stock exchanges you need to bifurcate in this in three this topics okay and you can write these points that of course the uh, if you see from the point of view of the company there is goodwill will increase right when you are listed and shares you are trading in the stock exchange so definitely the goodwill of the company will increase you have good market you can similar points guys you can just go through them yeah I mean the shortcoming is that key excessive speculation can be done you know artificially the prices will be rigging it, and you know it can lead to insider trading just say whatever scams we had in the past and also it can lead to fluctuations of course because artificially when you rig the prices these artificial demand does not sustain for a long period of time and the market crashes there can be slight fluctuations okay, regulation and control of stock exchanges. See, guys, government. I told you guys that stock exchange is nothing but a monitoring, supervising authority that controls what is happening on its floor. It makes sure that the trade that is happening happens in the right way. There are no discrepancies or scams happening. So this Security Contract Regulation Act was created that monitors that governs stock exchanges. It lay down the certain points. These points like you can only have one stock exchange in one region you need to be licensed okay and then you have to have what like your laws and bylaws of that stock exchange and who is going to take the listing all these regulations okay so this is basically what is needed to be done for like under this act and also if I'm pretty sure you would have heard the name of SEBI that is Securities Exchange Board of India that is basically the watchdog of all these trading and everything. So you don't have to write about SEBI, of course. They have not covered that topic in the syllabus in this. All right. So we are done with the finance one as well. What is the question? Pink paper stocks. Oh, that were not pink paper. I think those were petty stocks. Those were not pink paper. I think those were petty stock, like very cheap stocks. Like the generally, if you have shares of good companies, the denomination will be 100, 200, even more than that. The petty stocks will be like for rupees 150 paisa, like that. Crypto is of course it is volatile, but then everyone is like of the mind that this is the future. This is the future. They're trying to regulate crypto as well. Now the government is coming with taxation on crypto as well. So yeah, of course it's definitely volatile. You don't know what regulation comes tomorrow, and all this crypto is completely gone. Now you look at NFTs. I mean, I personally think the most ridiculous thing in the world is NFTs. Who I just don't understand the rationale. I just don't get it. Why people want to invest in digital art and that too so expensive? That too so expensive. I mean, whatever mining of these cryptos is being done right now, please don't leave attendance. Whatever, जिसने भी अभी तक attendance छोड़ी है, I'm not going to consider it. Whatever mining is happening right now, it is doing nothing but taking up energy, taking up our data so much. I just don't get the rationale. Yeah. All right, guys. Coming back to your fifth unit, which is very general again. मतलब कौन सी लैंग्वेज में बोलूँ मतलब कोरियन में बोलूँ तो समझ आएगा कि अटेंडेंस मत छोड़ो हाँ all right coming back this is the 16th one the 16th one. All right guys, so now we talk about the last topic, which is why does government want to do business. We are talking about business abhi tak, right? So now the government says, okay, we are also coming into the onto the ground. We are also going to play. Okay. So let us understand first of all the type of economy we have. Okay. India. Okay. Let me tell you. There are like two bifurcations that I'll talk about for the economy. First is an economy is either an open economy or a closed economy. Okay. Economy is an open economy or a closed economy. What does it mean? You are an open economy when you are trading with other countries. Okay, you are an open economy when you are trading with other countries, but when you are not trading with other countries, you become a closed economy. Okay, India, when it became independent, initially it was a closed economy. We did not have much this uh, resources to trade. We were when you get independent, you have to first take care of basic amenities. You have to take care of basic administration. Trade दिमाग में नहीं आती, trade does not come to mind. So that time initially we were a closed economy, meaning whatever we were producing, whatever resources we had, we were utilizing, eating it away. ट्रेड करने का कुछ बचता ही नहीं था. Nothing was left to trade. राइस बना रहे हो, you're cultivating rice, you're cultivating wheat, coffee, tea, whatever, you are consuming it. Your population was going to consume it. So that is the closed economy. But eventually, when we had licensing coming into play, this liberalization, privatization, globalization coming into play, then we became an open economy. Meaning we started doing trade because trade brings in money. Simple, eh? Trade brings in money. So we became an open economy later. Today, no country is a closed economy in the strictest sense. Even North Korea does trade, especially with China. Okay, so earlier they were closed for a long duration of like a good amount of time, but now they are not because you can't sustain without being trading with other countries. And the next bifurcation that we do is economy is a capitalist economy, a socialist economy, or a mixture of both. Okay, capitalists are those people who just want to earn money. They don't give a damn about what they are offering. Of course, they want to do better, but then they are someone, जैसे मैं अगर हिंदी में समझाऊँ, साम दाम दंड भेद, कुछ भी करके पैसा कमाना है, कुछ भी करके प्रॉफिट लेके आना है. These people are capitalists. Okay, they are the capitalists, the privately owned, these people, enterprises. They are the one who works for themselves. उनको किसी का कुछ नहीं पड़ा. ठीक है? Then you have the socialist. Now these people only want to do welfare, take care of everyone, सब कुछ free दे दो.
Ma'am, I didn't get.
Sorry, you were saying something.
I didn't get that. I didn't get the meaning.
For
I didn't get the meaning.
for which meaning you did not get?
Capitalist.
Sorry, the capitalist you are saying?
Yeah.
Okay, see the dialog box. This is the word. Capitalist. Capitalist economy. Okay? See the chat box. Capitalist economy, you have socialist economy, and then you have mixed economy. Okay? That is the word. So capitalists are those people who just care about themselves. They say let demand and force, do everything or run its own course. Let whatever demand of the product is there, let the supply, both of them decide the price, and we will be selling things off. We just want to earn profit. So they do whatever they can to earn maximum profit. They are not concerned with socialist objectives. Socialist objectives, is it clear now? You don't need to write this anywhere. I'm just giving it for your understanding at what is government doing in business. This is the rationale.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So the capitalist people, they want profits. They will go into that business that is profitable to them. The socialists will say no, we want to do welfare. We want inclusive growth. We want everyone to have all amenities. We want balanced development. We want India to grow as a whole. There should not be disparity between the richest and the poorest of the people. Right? They are the socialist economy. But India, tell me, can you guess, is India a socialist economy or a capitalist economy? Or a mixed economy? Mixed economy. Yes. We are a mixed economy. मतलब हमें दोनों चीज चाहिए. We want capitalism as well. We want socialism as well. We want the welfare state. India is basically a welfare state. Okay? But you need to, have some private players as well. So we are a mixed economy and we want both things. Meaning we want to earn profits as well and we want to do good as well. We want to help out people as well. Okay? So, as I said, that these capitalist people, these privately owned enterprises, they will only go jahan inko fayda hai. Where they will earn money, they will go. So what happens is that they do not enter those areas, those essential services without which one cannot survive. A country cannot run. Okay? So areas like coal, mining, like your railways, your infrastructure, basic infrastructure, your electricity, your water, these are the amenities. Through, agar ye nahi hongi, if they are not there, you won't be able to survive. Okay, so government takes up the development in these areas. Government take up the development in each areas, and they take it because the private is not taking, or they are exploiting the resources. Okay, they are either not doing it properly, taking advantage of it, or either they are not at all interested to come into this investment. They would say कि अरे मतलब लॉस हो जाएगा. अब क्या होता है कि जब आप कुछ चीज चैरिटी के लिए करते हो, when you do things for charity, for philanthropy, you give discounts, you do it for free at times. So private वाले कहते हैं अरे ठीक है, अपनी जितनी भी हम CSR कर रहे हैं, हम सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कर रहे हैं, इतना काफी है. ये गवर्नमेंट के कामों में पढ़ने का हमें नहीं है. So that is why government comes into play. It does not want कि monopolies create हो. What are monopolies? Monopolies are the system where there is like one seller, there is one seller and rest are buyers. There is only one country, this company who will sell this product. Like if I may say, railways has monopoly in India. It's a monopolistic kind of arrangement. You don't have railways, like you can't go to any other company to travel through rail. Indian Railways is the one who supplies, who does all the railway account. So they are basically a monopolistic institution. But it is government owned. Okay, you would be having investments, but the majority is held by the government. So when we talk about government being in business, we do not talk that they don't want to make profit. Remember this thing. They want to make profits, but then they counter it so that welfare can be done through, say, discrimination in prices, through subsidies, tax reductions, and all that. Okay, so understand this thing. Why government is in business? It does not wants to create monopoly. It wants the resources to be used in a judicious way. Wastage na ho. It wants inclusive growth, that everyone goes together. There is not a regional imbalance. That this state is more, at most has more prosperity, while this other state is not even having electricity for hours and hours and hours. Although it is there, like in practice, if you see, there might be places in India where the electricity does not come even for like, you know 5 hours or 6 hours, like that. So definitely disparity is there, but government tries to, you know reduce it. Like if I talk about Delhi, at least I live in Delhi, so I can vouch for Delhi, that when I was a child, when I was growing up in 90s, if I may say, the light used to go, the electricity used to go a lot for hours and hours. But today, light hardly goes. Electricity we have like almost 24 hours. It does not go, and if there is a major cut or something, we get a message even. Okay, so things are improving, but uh, yeah. So reasons, as I said, that monopoly does not get created. There is no concentration of wealth. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. This balance, this disparity should be not there. Of course, when monopolies come, and private companies are so widespread, they do not let new people come into the scenario. So you need to give chance to new people as well. New firms as well. Unfair trade practices. We are a welfare state. That's why that's why the government does it. If we have government in business, things will be done properly, equally. So you get economic development as well. The the regions which do not had light earlier will now have it, like that. Prevention of scarce natural resources, proper use of resources, protecting small scale industries. Of course, see, what happens is that when China is so good in doing what it does, no uh, doubt about it. So to replace Chinese goods, there was like when this COVID thing started, and everyone in the world was against China. Every country was wanting to boycott China. But China has, has made its way through our houses, through our daily lives. That to exclude China absolutely is not possible. Okay, they basically believe very strongly in reverse engineering. Okay, they will buy your products, they will open up your products. You know, they will absolutely break your product, see how it is made, and make an almost exact same copy of that. I'm pretty sure everyone would be aware of all the first copy, the second copy, third copies we have in the market. I mean, it is so difficult to distinguish. So China is that good in that aspect. So in order to protect from these things, so small scale industries needs to be promoted. They need to be encouraged. So make in India we have now. I'm sure sabne suna hoga, everyone must have heard make in India. So make in India is nothing but kind of an encouragement for the Indian creators, Indian producers to made products in the country. I mean, I personally feel very, very good like whenever I go abroad and I buy stuff. So, so many times it has happened that I had a word with the producer, the person selling, and they take such pride. They take such pride by saying that this is made in Australia. This is absolutely 100% grown in Australia or any country for that matter. I mean, they take so much pride. But now when this Make in India is coming, I think soon India will also have that kind of good proud smile on their face while saying that this is made in India. You know, it's like an amazing feeling. So protecting small scale industries is also very important. So government does that because see, private people they have a lot